She was into you. You could feel it. Then something shifted. Replies got slower, energy dropped, and you had no idea what changed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. It probably wasn't one big thing. It was a pattern, a set of small, invisible behaviors that your brain convinced you were harmless. But psychology tells us something different. Women don't lose interest randomly. They lose interest in response to specific signals. Signals your behavior keeps sending, without you even realizing it. 7 of them. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1, over-explaining yourself. You say something simple, she doesn't reply for 2 hours, and suddenly you're typing 4 paragraphs trying to walk it all back. That right there, that's anxiety dressed up as communication. Psychologists call this reassurance-seeking behavior. And the problem isn't the extra message. The problem is what it signals, that you don't feel secure in what you said. Security is attractive. Anxiety isn't. Say it once, mean it, move on. Mistake number 2, being available around the clock. You reply in seconds every single time. You cancel your plans for her. She slowly becomes the center of your entire schedule. And it feels like devotion, but it reads like you have nothing else going on. Here's the psychology behind it. Attraction needs some tension, some space. When someone is always right there, always available, always waiting, the brain stops valuing them. It's not cruel, it's just how we're wired. We place value on the things we actually have to think about. Have your own life. Let her miss you sometimes. That's not a game, that's self-respect. Mistake number 3, constant complimenting. Telling her she's beautiful? That's great. Telling her she's beautiful every 12 minutes? That's a problem. Over-complimenting doesn't make you sweet. It makes you look like you're trying to buy her approval. And the moment she feels like you need her to like you back, she starts feeling responsible for your emotions. That's pressure, not attraction. One real compliment said with calm confidence does more than 20 anxious ones ever will. Mistake number 4, performing instead of just existing. You bring up your job, your goals, that thing you accomplished last year. And you're doing it because you want her to see your value. But here's the thing, the very act of performing that value signals that you don't actually believe it yourself. Genuine confidence doesn't need a stage, it just exists. Talk about things you actually care about. Be a little imperfect. That's real, and real is magnetic. Mistake number 5, emotional outsourcing. Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Why do you seem off today? Every time her energy dips, you need her to come fix how you feel about it. Psychology has a name for this, emotional dependency. And the moment she realizes she has to manage your emotions on top of her own, she starts pulling back. Not because she doesn't care, but because it's exhausting. Handle your internal world first, then show up to hers. Mistake number 6, switching personalities. With your friends, you're loose, funny, confident. She walks in and you become a completely different person, quieter, more careful, almost like you're auditioning for a role. She notices that shift, and it makes her wonder, who are you actually? The version of you that exists when you're not trying to impress anyone? That's the version worth showing up as, every single time. Mistake number 7, having no boundaries. She cancels last minute, you say no worries. She leaves you unread for 3 days, you say it's fine. She talks down to you, you let it slide. And you think you're being chill, patient, understanding. But what you're actually doing is teaching her how to treat you. Every time you accept behavior that doesn't sit right with you, you're sending a signal, and that signal says, this is okay, keep going. Boundaries aren't about being difficult, they're about self-respect, and self-respect is one of the most quietly attractive things a person can carry. A calm, simple, hey, that doesn't really work for me, changes everything. Look, none of these mistakes come from being a bad person. Most of them come from wanting connection too badly, from fear, from not quite feeling like enough on your own. That's a psychology problem, not a dating problem. Fix the inner stuff, the need for constant reassurance, the emotional outsourcing, the performing, and the way people respond to you will shift almost automatically. You don't have to become someone else, you just have to stop getting in the way of who you already are. If this hit different, go ahead and subscribe. Every week we break down the psychology behind how people think, connect, and grow. The stuff nobody explains, but everyone needs to hear.